Hey, welcome back to the Flop and Flow Show, the show about skill toys and about thriving in the messiness of learning new stuff. This week we have the chattering. That's right, the chattering. It goes a chitter chatter. Hey, and welcome back to the Flop and Flow Show. Last week, we took the Flop for 5 challenge with the chattering. And specifically, the challenge for myself was working on this trick where the ring rotates. It flips 180 degrees. And this can be done either out to the side or into the middle. And it can also go front to back and back to front. Now, depending on your orientation to the ring, it's either a roll or it's a ladder. And that would be an in roll, an up roll, or in roll or an out roll, or an up ladder or down ladder. So I spent this week practicing with both hands and working on the swaps in between to get a better understanding of the fundamentals. Because I find a lot of times I just kind of jump right into the harder stuff or the flashier stuff without having a solid base. So this week, we're going to introduce you to the Flop framework, which is a framework for learning new skills, and show you what the practice looked like as well, with a little bit of commentary. And then finally, a little treat for your ears, because the chattering is one of my favorite musical skill toys. The Flop framework is a set of strategies for thriving in the messiness of learning, growth, and change. Each letter, F, L, O, P, starts and stands for a phrase that'll help you become even more awesome than you already are. F, free your mind. Have a growth mindset. It doesn't matter if you think you're good at something or not. It doesn't even mean anything. You can learn and grow to be anything. There is no I can't, only I can from where I am. L, lessen the pressure. What are the little steps to achieving your bigger goals? Or, if you're jumping right in, what can you simplify? Focus on the process, the fundamentals. What's the simplest thing you can do really, really well? O, observe, don't judge. Create space for insight and inspiration. Watch what happens, be curious. Don't trouble yourself with stories like I stink or I'm uncoordinated or I'm not as good as Jeff. Who the heck is Jeff anyways? Love yourself. And P, play with variables. Try different things, ask questions. What would happen if I tried this or that? Remember, there's no one way to work, learn, or play. So what are you going to pick up and learn to do next? And remember, you have to flop before you flow. You know, the Flop framework, it's sort of progressive, but there's a little bit of each step in everything that I do. When I first pick up a prop, I like to kind of explore it, see what I can do. And in this case, I knew I wanted to work on the rolls, so I was just sort of playing around with both hands and different directions and different aspects of it to see where I was at. And then I identified the basic skills, you know, the in and out roll, the ladder. And as I started working on the skills, I started seeing all the different variables I could play with. You know, what motion the center of gravity was making, or what path the center of gravity was traveling in different types of throws. Playing with width and height, speed. And this led to some insights into different combinations, ways, tricks linked up, and even different variables I could play with and different ways I could move the ring that were just really interesting. So my goal is to give you something, an experience, a stereophonic experience. So if you have headphones, now is a good time to put them on. So I made solid progress with the chattering, and you know what? I'm sticking with it for another week. There's so much to play with and so much to learn. I'm in a rush to move on. I'm really enjoying the journey with the chattering. So here's my challenge for this week. I realized that I was doing a lot of keeping the chattering going like this and doing flips to the side. And then I was also doing flips to the front. But what I wasn't practicing was keeping the chattering going like this. Now this is the wheel position, right? Steering wheel. And so I feel like that is the missing component of all the practice. And I really wouldn't have discovered that that was missing, except that I sort of got to the point where I realized there was something that was missing, right? Like you don't know what you don't know until you find out you don't know it. And then you have the opportunity to pursue it and to learn it and to find it out and to get more. So this week, I am going to practice the wheel. Until next week, flop on.